分享，网购到了。
那是买衣服吗？
对。
你看看什么衣服？
我来开箱。哦，对，我要跟你分享一个故事。昨天我跟苏倩，我们就吃完东西，我们就决定去买饮料，然后我们就在 K 场，我们就2个人在那边拎着他的购物袋，然后我们两个在路边，然后就有个人突然走过来，他就说 ，Oh, I really like your bag. I like the picture on it, and I like the structure of it. 然后就开始要跟他聊天，然后聊一聊说，Oh, do you mind if I get your Instagram? 然后这年头人家把妹，你要夸奖人家购物袋是什么意思？
什么都夸一下。
对。
这是什么？这是购物袋本人。
对，购物袋本人。开箱。对，这个帅的。
还不错，感觉很 fit。
对，然后还有另外一件平口的。
这也是衣服。
对。
还有，哦，这材质感觉不错哎，蛮硬挺的。
对啊，它原价228块，我花了91块就买到了。
是。
那现在上身穿给你看，因为小多好像没有短版的西外，帅吗？
帅。短版蛮酷的。
对啊，这短版假如说穿洋装什么，感觉配短版比较好看。开玩笑的。因为今天 Summer Friday， 所以我今天照理来说1点就下班了。
哦，什么 Summer Friday 什么意思？
就是美国的，我们有些 agency 在 Memorial Day 跟 Labor Day 中间的2个多月，每个礼拜5，假如说你那周上班一样上40个小时，就可以礼拜5上半天。
是。
对，就其他1到4多上一点，然后礼拜5提早下班，让你可以好好的享受夏天。
那可是这个规定要怎么执行？没有办法执行。
反正就还是责任制啊，所以就是。
其实是还好，只要记录好你的 time sheet 这样。
对。
那我要洗澡，拜拜。
好，那你快去。拜拜，那我要用出门了。早点休息，睡觉，赶快。拜拜。Because of the time difference, the most of the time when we talk is when it's morning in New York and when it's night in Taiwan. The perk of working in New York and in a more flexible agency is that I often get to work from home or at least go in a little bit later in the day. So I could at least stay home and chat with him and work while I'm at it before I get ready and go into the office. So that's what I'm doing today. Outfit of the day. Decided to grab a cover up before I left because showing my dress not decent. Let's go. The most frequent question I get asked in coffee chats is, what is the typical day-to-day like as a brand strategist working at a brand consultancy? And often I answer that it's very nuanced. Every day is a different challenge and I love it. However, recently I've realized that I don't necessarily love it so much. Every day is different. However, recently I'm learning to have to work in a new way. Whereas before, the strategy process that I've been used to working in the last 4 or 5 years has been a typical process of starting from the client brief, looking at the problem we're facing, looking at everything in terms of the consumer, the customer, the culture, the category, the company, and everything, doing the analysis before I have to tie them all together in strategy and then brief the creative team. However, recently I've been working in what's called a sprint style project, and that I am not used to. This approach, I have to do everything simultaneously all at once after getting the client brief. I take kind of the client hypothesis and have to research to validate and invalidate them during. And throughout this process, I'm working with research, with verbal, with design, whereas before I would have all the time and space to come up with everything in my own little bubble before I have to tell and discuss with someone else. So it's a very different style and process of what it's like to work like this. And it's a lot of working together, of seeing what the design team and the design directions they're building from, what they see as a white space, and have to marry it with my hypothesis from the client, with the other cultural competitive research that I've done, and then iterate and have to build something continuously. It's kind of the same inputs, the same results. However, this process is something that I'm personally not as used to. It's a lot more ambiguity and a lot more different of a day-to-day than what I'm used to, when it's already usually a lot of ambiguity already. But it really forces the team to get together more, to communicate more, and be more imaginative with the half-articulated ideas, and forces me to have to name down nuances and kind of brief and rebrief the team while I'm still trying to formalize it into something succinct. So it's something that I'm not used to recently, why I'm struggling with quite a lot. However, I guess that's the perks of working in strategy and working in branding. It's you get to learn something new every day, and the process too. Have to iterate and co-build together.
I should be okay. Okay, we may not be able to do it.
Goosey.
So
Hello.
at that time, but just in case we have to.
Hello.
I should be okay.
I'm sure you've heard me whine about this throughout many of my videos, that I do not love coming into the office. However, one thing I do love is when my coworkers bring their dogs in. It makes my day so much better, especially this little puppy called Gustavo that we call Goosey. He is so cute, such a furry little one that is so good for cuddles and is just such a blessing to be around. He perks up when you walk around and then asks for you to just pet him. It is the best thing ever, and in a stressful week like this, it certainly makes life a little bit or a lot better, just looking at his little innocent face and petting him and feeling his love. And because it is Summer Friday, I am not going to work too hard and will just wrap up everything that I need to do before the week ends. I still have some work that I need to do, but it will be a Monday Christine problem, not a Friday Christine problem. Papa bagels. Ooh. 今天吃什么
Scallion 跟 Big Apple Schmear。
来吃。哦，它现在好软好酥哦。
是新来的。
先吃 Scallion。来。它现做真的好好吃哦。
它热的时候
好爽哦。用粘的。好好喝哦。Big Apple Schmear。
里面有 apple。很好吃，真的很酷哎！超喜欢，
很像苹果派的味道。好好吃哦！大推 Papa Bagel 哎，它酱超好吃的。我们当时还有吃一个叫什么 Chimichurri 的 butter 的，也超赞，好好吃哦！赞。哦，而且美国 Everything Bagel 芝麻 poppy seed。还有 salt 吧，跟 garlic 很爽哎。那 everything bagel 真的很好吃。好吃。After eating bagels at the nearby park, which is one of our favorite new activities to do, we head over to Sorate to get some hojicha latte.
Cheers. Yeah.
That's the traditional way of making it.
One of the things I've started to notice really change about me over the last few years is before I never ever would have chosen to sit on a patio or outdoor seating. I would have always chosen to be indoors in the air conditioner. However, over the last couple of years, throughout COVID, through the really cold and just miserable winters, I really learned to appreciate the outdoors during spring and summertime. When it's not too hot, when it's not too cold, and when it's just right with a slight breeze, I really understand why people choose outdoor and patio seating, because I am becoming one of you guys. Hello! Hello! For dinner, I met up with some friends and ate at a restaurant in Soho called Kimika. It is more like a Korean-Japanese fusion, and I do recommend the fish cheek and also the tuna tartare, which were both really good and refreshing. However, the restaurant is a little bit on the pricey side.
It's really refreshing. Good appetizer. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Cheers.
But there's a special, like,
This tastes like a alcohol version of the dragon fruit drink at Starbucks.
is it me? I don't taste the dragon hoji.
You don't taste the dragon fruit? That's all. I don't hate this old fashioned, which is rare.
I was hoping for more.
This is actually pretty refreshing.
Yeah, I think I like yours the best.
Yeah. I think I noticed that I'm really becoming a New Yorker when I really loved and enjoyed dining at new restaurants, trying out new things, eating at new places, and trying out new cuisines that I've never had before. And at one point, I was treating belly like a competitive sport. I would rate all the restaurants that I've been to recently and then see how my friends rated it and see how our palates matched. One of the things about a long distance relationship is that I'm almost like I'm a single person in New York. The only people that I hang out with are my friends because my partner's all the way across the world. So in a way, my friends are like all my partners, and I'm very thankful for all of them because they take me out on dates that I would be going on alone if it weren't for them. Where did it go?
Love you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going home now because it's raining. Hopefully it doesn't rain as I'm walking home from the subway station. But yeah, that's a day in my life of a long distance relationship. My day is ending pretty early today because of the weather. So I'm gonna go home and read, maybe edit some photos or videos.